The decision to drop the album with LXD, was that a big deal for you guys? Because I know you guys probably went into like the strategic plan. Yo, when else, you just said it, when else are we gonna like, it's a perfect, really like serious, like maybe we should wait a little bit or not. This is the perfect timing. This is when we gotta drop it.
Yeah, bro. He wanted to drop it earlier. He wanted to drop this shit like a week or two before. Like, and I'm like, no. I'm like, yo, like, especially with him not here in the studio with me. I was like, with him not here in the studio with me and us having to be on FaceTime for like a week straight, bro. Like, I already mixed these songs, like, but then he was like, he sent me notes on a notepad, like, yo, this needs to be raised up a little bit. Maybe we need to add a delay here. Maybe we need to do this, do that. So, like, we spent a full week and a half, like, before we even uploaded the shit, like, finalizing it, like, staying up late nights. And it was a perfect time because, like, we knew it was going to be a good time because, like, I was already going, like, I wasn't in the right mindset of, like, you know, just with my life, you know, like, doing whatever I'm doing, my personal shit, working and whatever shit. Like, I wasn't having no new inspirations to make music. So I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, I was procrastinating on these songs anyway. Might as well put them out. They're fire. When is the right time? Like, this is the best time to, like, launch creators. Like, it's already there, but, like, we need to have, like, a big chess move. So with everybody home and just, like, everybody just, like, you know, celebrities, like, not really doing their thing out there, like how, like, you know, if they would be on platforms and shit like that, like, you got, like, Tory Lanez doing, like, you know, the quarantine radio and shit like that and trying to stay relevant. But, like, I'm like, for independence, like, we got to show niggas that on quarantine, bro, we didn't just slump. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had this shit in the bag. So we wanted to showcase all of it. You know what I'm saying? Just why we thought this was a clutch opportunity to as a chance move to let niggas know, like, 2020, like, is it. You know what I'm saying? Especially because in Out of Body, he was talking about, you know, 2020 we're fun to be on. You know, creators 2020 we're fun to be on. So I'm like, we can't drop this shit in 2021.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be so whack.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I was like, we have to drop 2020. So there was a meaning for the reason why we didn't even know that we were going to do a project. So when he said, when I peeped that, and I was like, it hit me different. I was like, nah, we got to drop it now.
Yeah.
Like, while we're in quarantine, we have to drop it now.
Yeah. That sudden sense of urgency to, you know, at least release something or like make the most out of the situation that we're in for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah. So LXD, talk to us about Out of Body a little bit.
Talk to us about what?
Out of Body, track number 6, Out of Body.
Out of Body.
Yeah.
I love Out of Body. So
yeah, it's good.
It's a pretty dope track. Nikko snapped on that track.
Nah, he really did. Nuts.
So
appreciate it, man.
The reason why I really do like this track though is just like, you know, like rapping about like more positivity and stuff. Like I started having a lot of fun. So I lost touch like with that. But you know, Nikko throws me a song every once in a while that makes me takes me back to my rap roots. And definitely Out of Body was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I said a lot on that song. Like I was really like, you know what I'm saying? Like with these songs, like I really like to tell people like, yo, I snapped on that. Like you dumb, you gonna sit here and tell me that I didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, I like it because Nikko be bringing that out of me as much as like I be bringing that the robotic stuff out of him, you know? And then it was just it's a good blend, you know? I like when he brings the rap part out of me because, you know, me being like an R&B, you know, type soul thing, it's just very dope. And then, yeah, it was, I'm not sure when we recorded it. I think it was in that January trip too, but it's definitely a dope track, and it's just like we just want to, you know, let everybody know about like you know, astral traveling and stuff, like, you know, being out of body and just, you know, more conscious of and just being aware of like your surroundings and what you're trying to do in your life. So.
Got you, Nikko. You have anything else to add about Out of Body?
Yeah, basically he hit it, man. Like, you know, if you can listen to our music and you listen to like what we're about and individually and our solo work and shit like that, you can tell that we're on that vibe. You know what I'm saying? On this, you know, trip Out of Body vibe. So when I made this song, like that's what that beat they gave to me. Like I up, bro, like with the hook and then like just everything. Like I wanted to really showcase like how we're just talking about like, you know, obviously conscious shit and just, you know, hard, heavy bars, getting shit off our chest, but also at the same time, like letting niggas know, like, you know, I drew some stuff in there, like, you know, not selling out. Like he was like talking about like, no, like LXD was talking about like, no, I ain't signing no deal unless I'm signing you. Let's keep it real. Like, we're just talking about our real shit, but at the same time we're giving it up. You feel me? Like, don't take it lightly. Like, just because it's, you know, we're cool and shit like that doesn't mean that niggas won't give it up. You know, and just put it out there like that. So Out of Body, we wanted to, from the way the hook was, the way the whole mix of the track, with, you know, whispering and everything, we really wanted to like make people feel like, bro, Out of Body, bro. I've actually had some feedback from people on my end that they've said that Out of Body was honestly one of their favorite shit on there, because they like the whole project, but that Out of Body stuck out because of how it just, the energy in there. Like, one, you know, my girlfriend's homegirl told me that, because she draws and shit, and she's like, yo, I was listening to that shit on repeat, and when I was drawing, it just gave me such an energy. Like, I felt the energy from it that it just picked me up to like where I was in the zone and I was just on go.
Right.
So that's another thing leading back to what I said, that we showcasing these vibes, and that people to pick out the different vibes and like see that, then we were doing something right. We did something right.
It's interesting that you mentioned. I was gonna, my bad, real quick. I was gonna mention that it's interesting how you mentioned that out of body like type of experience. Because a lot of performers, a lot of athletes have actually mentioned that whenever they first go on stage or go on the field or on the court, whatever, they go from like being like the regular person that their families know and everybody, or that their friends know, to a completely different person. Like, so with Kobe Bryant, it's like the Black Mamba. With Jay-Z, it's Hove, and with Beyonce, it's I forgot exactly what it was, like Queen Bee or something like that. But like all these people, all these, you know, great performers and great these huge influencers, whenever they get to work, they're not like, you know, like they're not their regular selves. They're exactly who they are. Like, they're the same exact person, but they kind of dive into like a new, like it's like this new mindset or attitude that really allows them to really get, like, you know, out of body and really go crazy and really be like the best that they do, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if that was like correlating with like what the whole message of the song was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Nah, because I can't recreate that shit. If I was trying to re-record that shit again, I can't do that. Like on stage when we perform, when the time's right, like, I'm gonna turn up because I know, you know what I'm saying. But like when it goes to like what I felt personally in that shit and what people, you know, like felt from it, like that was that. Like I didn't feel like myself, bro. Like I felt like, all right, you got Nikko Crespo, you got me. But then when you got something like that, bro, like I really tapped into Nikko Blanco, bro. Like I was in my bag. Like that's how it made me feel. Like I was Blanco on that track, and then you got LXD, bro. You feel me? Like you got our government side that you said everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like the you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Facebook and like shit like that. But like that, bro, like that, I feel was like that, like it just hit it on the head, bro. That I was just out of body, bro. Like you said, man, it just felt unreal, bro. Because when I was recording that shit, dude, it just came to me so natural. And I recorded that whole hook and that verse like that same day and sent it to him. And I was like, yo, I got the open verse. Like, this is you. Like, it wasn't nothing like hook first. Oh yeah, I'm gonna write my shit when you write your shit. It was like, nah, bro. Like I did my thing. So now, like, you gotta do your shit now. Like,
you better step up. Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
I was like, I bet then.
Yeah, it's kind of like the meme. It's like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and then out of body. It's like four completely different people. Like something like that. Yeah,
yo. Right. Exactly. It's not my suit and tie shit on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that.
Yeah, and it's different than all the other songs too, which is perfect because it's not like it's not just like any other one.
And just a quick thing on that, real quick, before we move on. Like, just going back to influences and stuff. Like, you know, in music, like everybody tries to, you know, wants to showcase their own sound and be their own unique person, but you know, the influences you can hear play a part. So just, you know, from a couple people, I like Pro Era, I like that whole Beast Coast movement. I love Flatbush Zombies. I love Underachievers, just like all that vibe. So like when I heard that song, it was like, all right, if I was Underachievers or Beast Coast, like how would I do my rendition? You know, just like a lot of people just kind of compare me. They've been like, yo, you know what? I never noticed, bro, that you kind of like the way you like rap and shit. Like you remind me of like Nick Caution from Pro Era. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy because like I don't look at it as like I'm jacking him, but it just looks at it like, yo, honestly, I'd rather be compared to that nigga because he's low key, but he's popping, but he's the, you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing himself. You know? Right. So with that song, like I try to channel that Beast Coast kind of like in your face shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
The last time I remember hearing about Nick Caution, I remember when they were coming up with Pro Era and he did that song on School High. Yeah. And I remember listening to that and hearing his bars, and I was like, yo, he typed nice on the low. So I like that you brought that up.
Yeah, bro. And that's not even self-proclaimed, bro. Like I've had people like tell me that like my cameraman's brother one time was like, I've been trying to figure out who you remind me of, and you literally remind me of Nick Caution. And I was like, nigga, that's mad random because you're the first person to ever compare me like to that nigga. Like, so that's cool. Like I'll take that shit. Like I'll wear that. That's cool.
Would that be like a dream? Would that be a dream collab for you? Song with Nick Caution or like a project with Nick Caution?
Shit.
Yeah.
Got you. Hell yeah, because hell yeah. That's all I'm gonna say is yeah. That should be lit.
All right, perfect.
All right, so last but not least, though, we got the final track on the EP, "Feeling Alive." Walk us through that, bro.
That shit was both of us. That shit was both of us. That shit was both of us.
So, this happened on my November trip, November 2019. This is the last trip of 2019. I went to Florida, and then we were just chilling in the studio again and just vibing. And I remember I would say like 2 p.m. Nikko played his beat. We were with this artist named Vibe. He's pretty cool. And we were just chilling, and then he played his beat. And Nikko played the beat, and it was that beat. It was, and the first time I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy! Like, this is something epic! Like, this is something like untouched." And then Nikko was just like trying to get ideas from it, and then but the dude was like, "Nah, like I feel like this is like your solo song. Like, this song is way too intense for me to like for us to like just do some, something that's not going to be important." So he's like, "I want to work on this beat." So he saved that beat. So then flash forward that same day to like 10 p.m. later. Now it's me and Nikko by ourselves, and we're chilling in the studio. And once again, I had to go get ready. You know what I'm saying? And I come back and he got the whole vibe to this song that he passed the beat up on earlier. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? So, and now I'll let Nikko.
Yeah, bro. So, because I was going through it that day, bro, because like it was 3 of us in the stew, and like we were all trying to find a song to collaborate on. So like when I showed Vibes that track, and when he said that, like, yo, that's your song, like, because he was like, nah, like he was like, you really gotta like on that beat, like, what does it speak to you? And like, and I'm like, yo, that's right. So like when LA did his thing, like went out and shit like that, and the way he had to handle, it was like you said, like 10, 11, it was like late night, bro, and then we were just chilling, bro. So then I just laid down the hook, or like again, mumbling the hook, like no lyrics, like nothing, like just getting the vibe. And I was just like, yo, like everything, like after everything, I just kept saying like mumbling and feeling alive, really alive. But then I'm like, all right, well, what makes me like, how am I feeling alive, bro? So then this nigga was like calling me, he's like, yo, step outside real quick, like blah, 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 blah. So we were just outside, like now this shit was like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning type of shit. And we were just chatting out there for a minute, bro. And like, we were just talking about some real, like, just about the universe. And we were just talking about like, our purpose and just everything on some real conscious, like
on
some real like talk. Cause this was like the second to last day before he was leaving. So like, this
right before I was leaving. I was leaving the next day.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so he was leaving the next day. So we were just up, bro, like the whole weekend, bro. Like we were up recording, bro, making music, bro, like straight up like 56 hours. Niggas was vamping in the studio, bro. Like, so I'm out there, bro, and it's like 2 in the morning. So like, you know what I'm saying? Where he's just like showing, like, we're just looking up at the sky, bro. Like, we're just talking about like, we're wondering, like, our purpose, creators, and just everything what we stand for. And then it just hit me, bro. And then I'm like, since niggas was talking about space and shit, I'm like, bro, check this song.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about like if space is real or not. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, like on some wild shit.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
So like just wilding out, bro.
Yeah,
and, like,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like we were just talking real, bro, and making like real heart-to-heart convo, bro. Like, because we didn't really talk like this a whole weekend. Like we were just chopping it up, like surface level shit. Now niggas like went below the iceberg.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm just like, bro, like I got this track, and I'm like, bro, this shit. For now that we're talking about space, like that's the theme, bro. Like that's so. Then again, we made a visual in my head, like what a music video would be like to fit the vibe of the song. So I'm like, bro, we're talking about all the bad shit going on in the world, like all the censorship with industries, niggas wanting us to sell out, like a whole bunch of shit, bro. And just talking about the world, bro, like how we're trying to wake niggas up, but like that not everybody's on that vibe to be conscious to wake up. Like everybody's journey is different, and that like that we gotta always seek within what the shit is and shit like that. So I was like, imagine, bro, like we're about to get on a spaceship, like it's about to be the end of the world, like the world's about to blow up, and like we gotta either choose to like stay behind and like try to get our family, but they're not cooperating and like they're not wanting to listen, and like or we gotta choose because we know what the truth is. So like we have to dip in the spaceship, shoot off from Earth, and it sucks, bro, that we gotta leave the world blowing up behind us type shit. Like also wild movie, Spielberg, Shit, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole movie.
Yeah, bro. So then I was just like, like, that's why I said, like, watching the world as it burns, taking the lessons I learned. Like, now we're starting off, like, and we didn't have no lyrics, no nothing for the verses, bro. So we literally, once he felt the vibe and I painted that picture and he added on to it, we were like, nah, this is it. And like the feeling it gave niggas, bro, was that same feeling of how I felt out of body, but just it was two of us together, bro. And you know how they say, like, on a spiritual level, that when two or more are gathered, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're praying, like, you feel the presence and shit like that. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, we were just so on a high vibe and just like, just like endorphins just shooting off and the synapses in our brain and shit, bro, was like, this is a hit right there. Like, this song out of everything we did is legendary. And it just, like, every time I listen to that song, it brings me back to that night recording. And we just helped each other with each other's verses. Like, he would say something, and I would say,
we wrote together that day. That's probably the first song that, like, his verse was written by both of us, and my verse was written by both of us.
So that's what even adds to more to, like, the magic behind it, was that it was literally a collaboration when it comes to the layering. Him singing higher under me, like, I was like, no, nigga, like, instead of you singing how you usually do, I need you to pick up an octave. Like, bro, it was like 4 a.m, 5 a.m, bro. He's like, yo, but I don't want your parents to wake up. I'm like, fuck that. I was like, you're singing this shit loud, nigga. I was like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. We finishing this song tonight.
And hold on. I felt so bad because it was the day before I left. I think I have to catch a flight like at 11 p.m. Or 11 a.m. and it's like literally 4 a.m. at this moment. And I'm just like screaming, like I'm watching the world. They're like screaming the lyrics. I'm like, bro, I feel so bad. This man went to the living room this man woke up his people at 4 o'clock in the morning. Was like, yo, bro, is this singing bothering you? Like,
I'm fucking done.
Then he went to his mom, because his mom just so happened to be sleeping in the living room that night. She's like, is this singing bothering you? And she's like, no. And he was like, come on, LA, do it.
Yeah, but I was because he kept getting me tight because I was so in the vibe and I needed it to be created how I had it in my head. Like how he said, like I was like he was like, nah, bro, I got up. Didn't even say nothing to this man, bro. I was like, yo, mom. I was like, yo, is she keeping you up? She's like, nah. Went to knocked on my cousin's door. Yo, is she keeping you up? He's like, nah. I'm like, yo, dad. Boom. I'm like, all right, bet. Yo, they don't care. Do this shit like this now. Like this is how I want you to do it. You have to do it like this, or else it's not gonna mean nothing. And
when you sing, you're not gonna sing low, like
exactly.
And I was singing high pitch, so I have to I have to expand my shit. So but that's just the funny part of it. And then
and then it was just a journey, bro. Like if you listen to that shit and you hear the words, it was just literally we wanted to recreate a journey, and to niggas can understand like the journey. Like if you know type shit. Like if you hear that shit and you know what we talking about, you know what we talking about, man. Like
absolutely.
So, and we kind of wanted to with that one, we kind of wanted to wake them up a little bit. Like for instance, like in my verse, I was like, what I say, I was like, I don't need no time to decide. Like I was like, I know what's wrong and what's right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just you know what I'm saying? Like because people just they be knowing right and wrong, they're still doing wrong. Like I don't know what's going on through there. And then it's just like crazy because people be like doing stuff and not thinking that it's gonna come back in any type of fashion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had also mentioned like how I was like we're living a lie, with all this shit, especially with the coronavirus today, like what I'm saying, a lot of funky stuff going around, and we just
absolutely.
We just wanted to showcase a little bit of that and stuff, and with the spirit, for instance, Nikko on his verse, he was like, I'm controlling the waves like Poseidon and stuff like that. And like that was the fire ass bar, and just we just try to keep it with like the mythological, spiritual like concepts and stuff, not what people usually would listen to and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like we knew that it was a different song. That's why we chose to have it at the end, because then when niggas like hear the vibes are just like what, like that ends it off. Like holy shit, you know what I'm saying? And like when I said like, oh God, I feel like I'm chosen. I came out of bondage and frozen. Like I'm up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was frozen in that state of whatever the programming and the shit that we grew up, with. And I just let niggas know like I'm really feeling like I'm chosen, bro, and like just everything, bro, and just going in, bro. That's really it.
Kind of leaving like it on a cliffhanger. Like all right, like I'm chosen. Look how much we like stay tuned for what we have next type of thing. To leave people wanting more and all that.
Yep. Exactly. And that's why we figured, because to me, the way that song made me feel, like I said, was just like mind blowing. That's why every time I hear that song, and I've heard that shit a million times, like it always brings me back to that whole night. Like I replay that whole night, how we created that shit. And like that in itself, like even truthfully, fuck the song, like, and like the vibe and the sound, just the fact that how we bonded so close that night. And that's when I really knew that niggas was really like on some shit. Like we was really on to something, like that in the studio, like when me and this nigga are together, it's like on some other shit. And that energy don't lie, bro. And that energy was just vibrating so high on such a frequency, bro, that I was like, nah, bro, like this shit was crazy, bro. So yeah, man.
Definitely. And like for that song, I just like it because like with that song, when people hear it, it's one of those where it's like, okay, like I got some shit I gotta deal with. Like I need to fix some of my shit. You feel me? Like damn, like you know, and just you know, just trying to inspire and shit rather than, you know, make people like, oh damn, the only way that I can get a puff is if I go buy an AK and I stick up this dude, and that's the only way I can get money. Like, it's not.
Right. All right, word. So Hector, you got anything else for him?
Yeah, I do. I just want to say, bro, to both of y'all not just creative. Y'all came on to show you y'all did y'all thing. Overall, the project is solid, bro. For real. Yep. That's why I asked y'all earlier. I was like, it's got to be on SoundCloud so I can bump this shit on my Google Home, for real. But I want to congratulate you guys. But I got to ask, what's the plan for creators moving on?
We definitely got a Creators Volume 2. You know, like not anytime soon. Like we don't have a date on it yet. Manifest right now, because we originally wanted everybody in creators, artists that we have, to be on Volume 1. And even the concept of what you heard as Volume 1 wasn't even what the plan was. Like we wanted to collaborate with other artists as well, but it didn't work out like that. So we just went with the vibe and went with the energy and everything. So Volume 2 is definitely, we want to have, you know, other people on the team that, you know, that aren't in the front right now, because, you know, for whatever circumstance, we want to showcase them as well. And we want to make that shit from scratch.
And features with people that aren't on the team.
Right. Yeah, so like Manny Wave and a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, some people he got up there, some people I got over here, some people I connected with and during this time. So that's one thing that we really want to do with that, because at the end of the day, it's creators and we have our family. But the whole point was to bring everybody who's a creative as a, you know, as one, and just be able to work together, that it doesn't have to be individualism and shit like that. So definitely got Volume 2 coming out. You know, the works that we want to do. The next installment. Then what you want to talk about, any of the business moves, bro? Like what we got coming up too?
Definitely gonna have some merchandise soon. So like, you know, anybody down to support and stuff, and you know, anybody watching this after, we'll have some merchandise up. You guys can cop some shirts, you know, and stuff like that. And also, as soon as coronavirus goes down, we'll definitely give you guys a visual soon. You know, so because it's like completely different for us to like, you know, like talk to you and explain our song. But it's going to be completely different when you see the video, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be exact, like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a whole storyline.
Yeah.
You got to have visuals to that.
Oh, I get it and stuff. So, yeah, I would just say, like, merch, video, like, more music, you know what I'm saying? It's going to, we'll definitely go see what's up.
All right, perfect.
And all that, so.
All right, well, we want to thank you guys for coming on the show and explaining like the whole process of the whole story and everything. We really appreciate it. Like Hector said, project, especially for like a debut label project, is so important. You guys definitely killed it. Loved every single song. There's a song for everybody. It's amazing for the most part. We gotta get you guys, you know, once this whole coronavirus thing kind of blows over, we gotta have like an in-person interview. Maybe have like more creators up there, literally, and you know, just see what we could do.
Definitely can't wait for that.
All right, definitely. So,
man, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. This shit was lit. Appreciate it. We're definitely gonna get it up again, bro, for sure.
Yeah, bro, absolutely.
Y'all, man. Hey, LXD, it's good to see you, bro. I was gonna tell you, yo, you don't think I see you on the gram, but you grinding, bro, for real.
Appreciate it, bro. Nah, I keep it ever since I got your IG. I already know. I'm like, oh, he be on the low.
He got no pictures up, but he's always there. He's always watching.
Right, I'm watching. Just know I'm watching.
He's always watching.
Yo, we got mad followers though.
But no
Facts, but no
what's
pictures. No pictures.
You know it's funny. I tell people all the time right now. The only people I follow right now besides friends are people who are creative. Feel me? Like literally people who are like dead making moves. And you guys are making moves. LXD, when I met him, making moves. Manny was making moves. People that we've interviewed making moves. And that's what kind of almost like what you were saying, Nikko, a creative process, but trying to really interact with creative people. That's what me and Mateo have been doing. So it's good to see what y'all doing for real.
Yeah, it kind of helps you control like what influences you too.
Yeah.
Around you. Like how first that you said on your timeline, it's only creative people, so you only see shit and that shit makes you want to work. Like,
Yep. Ask Mateo, bro. Every day I'm hitting him up and telling him, bro, I think I landed this dude or I landed this girl to be on the podcast. And he'll be like, damn, son, you on a grind.
And I respect the fact because it's like, I'm not up there with my man, with LXD and shit like that. So it's like, I've been waiting to get up there and like, just to be up in his life, you know what I'm saying? Like what he's doing up there and shit like that. And so we can really have everything click. Like I've been saying that like for the past year, like that. Once I get off papers and stuff like that, it's definitely gonna be like the missing puzzle piece. So the fact that like that whatever he's been doing, like I had the utmost trust, especially being his right-hand man. Like everybody on the team, we're all fam. But like me and him talk every day. So it's like I have to have the utmost trust in him as my partner, you know what I'm saying? And understand that whatever he's doing up there, he's doing his thing and he has to trust me that I'm making the connections or doing what I gotta do on my end to make this shit work. So it just feels good that I'll be able to be on here with y'all and get to meet y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be able to know that he's the people that he's been working with, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather come up with people who are on the come up and not just like somebody who's popping, that y'all are also built to and giving everybody the opportunity so we can all build together. You know what I mean? So appreciate that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. All right, so good thing we'll wrap up this episode. All the viewers, everyone listening, subscribing, liking, thank you so much. We actually have merch out too that we just debuted. If you look at the link in our bio, the Re-Up NYC, the Re-Up Podcast NYC, we have merch available. We have crew necks and t-shirts for now. We'll have more stuff coming out as we get the numbers in and everything. But we want to thank everybody for listening in and all that. So for Hector Boys, for Nikko Blanco, and for LXD, I'm Mateo Mantia. This is the Re-Up Podcast. We'll catch you guys soon.
Don't crash, baby, don't crash, driving too fast.
Always looking at dope.
Don't crash, baby, don't crash, driving too fast. One night making headlines, that's a news flash. Clutching on my arm, girl, like a new bag. Who that? Now we trending, peep the hashtag. But you know I gotta go. You too distracting, can't be late to all my shows. Girl, you just want me cause you know I'm about to blow. Cause you know I'm about to blow.
Yeah, now we out here speeding, chilling on